Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. Bean here, and today I'm coming at you with a sort of TBR. But first off, I'd like to apologize for not posting last week. Life happened, and a lot of stress, and things did not happen as I was hoping. And I did film a video, and then as I was editing it, I went, no, this video is terrible. And there was no way I could actually save my own video, so I didn't post it. So I do apologize for that, but I am back here today with a bit of an update on my reading, and part of it is because I have an annoying cat at me. I haven't fed her lunch yet, even though it's not lunchtime yet. For the month of October, I only managed to get through 5 books. So I will not be doing a wrap-up just for October, nor will I be doing a TBR for November, because I have learned from my mistake. September was apparently a fluke. That or I am in a very bad reading slump right now. But generally, I just don't have a lot of time to read currently. So what I'm coming to you with today is my TBR for before the end of the year. So the end of 2022, which is only 2 months. Like, that's kind of crazy, not gonna lie. There are several books that I would like to finish. I have 3 different piles here. I have books that I've started that I need to finish. Sequels that I want to finish. Starts of new series / arcs, and then I have anthologies that I'd like to at least start. So, without any further ado, I'm gonna hop right into it with books that I've started that I really need to finish. Alright, these are not all of the books that I have started that I have not finished, but these are the majority of them. Actually, the first one is an ebook that I started and haven't yet finished. If I were to go through all of the Kindle books I have started and not finished, we would be here for a very, very, very long time. Alright, so the first one is Fireblood by Jeff Wheeler. This is the first book in a trilogy by him. I don't remember the name of the trilogy. If you hear a little pitter-patter of feet, it's because the cat has the zoomies now. But I am about halfway through this book. I started it last month. It is the oldest... It is the book that I've had from NetGalley for the longest. It came out, like, 6 years ago? Yeah, so I have problems. But I'm halfway through it. It's very good. I'm really liking his style of writing. Very fantastical. He's got several worlds, different series and stuff, so it's going well. Right now, it's following a set of estranged siblings who didn't know that they were twins until their uncle decides to send them on a quest in order to find some sort of weapon. So it's very good so far. I'm really enjoying it. It's definitely a unique type of world that I haven't really read before, so I enjoy that part. But yeah, so I do want to finish that one. Next one is a book that I actually started while we were at a Polycon, and oh, I need to switch sides now. And that is A Duke, the Lady, and a Baby by Vanessa Riley. Met Vanessa Riley. She was very, very sweet. Got her autograph and everything. But this follows a black woman in Victorian times who has a baby, and she can't say that she's the baby's mother. I'm like this far into it, but it was really good when I started it. So she ends up volunteering as the baby's nursemaid, or ends up getting hired as a nursemaid through this group of basically suffragette women of sorts. Yeah, and it's a romance, and supposedly it's very cute, and it is a trilogy, so I'm curious about it, and so far it was very cute, and a little heart-wrenching, but I enjoyed it, so do want to finish this one. The next one is one that I've been reading, like, before bed, and that's proving not to be a good idea, and that is After She Wrote Him by Sulari Gentile. This is the second Sulari Gentile book that I have picked up this year. I am approximately this far into it. This is a very odd book to read. It follows two main characters who are both writers and who are in essence writing each other's stories. Yeah, so it really kind of messes with your head a bit, and it takes a lot of concentration for me to actually read this book, so it's taking me longer than I thought. But I loved The Woman in the Library by Soulard Gentile, and because of that, she has become an auto-author. I will read whatever she writes because it's so different and so much fun. So I do want to finish this one as well. The next book I am quite ashamed I haven't read yet, I haven't finished yet, and that is Ravencaller by David Dalglish. This is the second book in the Keepers trilogy, of which I have all three, and I loved the first one. I'm really enjoying the second one. I've gotten this far, and I keep putting it down. Like, not because it's not good, but I just haven't been reading physical books lately. This follows a world where there has been no magic for over a century, and then one day all magic and all magical beings reappear where they were 100 years ago, and basically war breaks out because, well, now there's humans here, and the monsters are like, but we were here first. And he was like, nah, but we were here, and it's a whole thing. It's very political. It's makes you think. It really does. And I am enjoying it. I also have an idea of what direction this series is going, and I don't know how I feel about that. So, yes, that may be one reason why I haven't finished this one, is I'm not sure that I like what's gonna happen, what I have a feeling is gonna happen in the third book. I'm a little worried. I'm a little worried about our characters here, not gonna lie. Although, in this book, one of our characters made some really stupid decisions, and I kind of want to smack her in the face for them. But I do want to finish this book. And the last book that I really need to finish, my reread of Name of the Wind. I can't believe I haven't finished this one. I'm not reading the physical copy. I've been listening to the audiobook. I'm probably around here. I'm over halfway through this book, but I also didn't realize that it's blurred by Lin-Manuel Miranda on the back. That's kind of cool. This is the 10th anniversary edition, but I did want to finish this one this year, and I did want to finish the sequel this year, but I don't know if I'm going to get to the sequel. That might be my goal for next year, is to read the sequel. These books are just very dense. And I know this is actually John's favorite book, and I love this book. It takes me a while to get through. Even the first time I read it, it took me 3 months to get through because it's so dense. And I did physically read it at that point, so we'll see. We'll see what happens. Alright, the next pile I have are the sequels that I want to read. This first one's pretty easy, pretty straightforward. I need to catch up on Spy X Family Volume 8. I forgot this came out because I didn't pre-order it because I moved, and Amazon doesn't let you just change the address of where you want your items sent. So I just canceled my order, and then realized I never reordered it. So I picked it up at Barnes & Noble, and I now have this one, and I'm going to hopefully read it very soon because this series is life. It is so cute, and I love watching the anime too, because we're watching the anime together, John and I are, and I love like seeing his reaction because it is sticking very close to the manga, which is very nice, and I really appreciate that. Almost like exactly to the manga, which makes me so happy. And the manga is a couple volumes ahead, and the show has slowed down so that way we can keep going, but I'm so excited for this, and yes. Next sequel I would like to read is Rise of the Snake Goddess by Jenny Elder Moak. This is the second book in the Samantha Knox series. The first one was Curse of the Spectre Queen. I enjoyed it. It was exactly what it was advertised as. A teenaged female Indiana Jones in the 1950s, or in the 1920s. In the 1920s. And that's exactly what we got. I love the little nuances of this story. I enjoy some of the the fantastical elements to it. There is a little bit of magic. So this is technically a magical realism YA series, but it doesn't try to be more than it is. It is what it is, and it embraces that, and I absolutely love that about this series, and I do want to continue it. It is a very quick read for me, but that is the point. Next, I would like to complete a duology, and that is with Master of Iron by Trisha Levenseller. This is the sequel to This is the sequel to Blade of Secrets, and that one ended. I need to reread it so that way I can jump right into this one and just binge it. Because from what I remember, the last one ended epically, and I, like, with a bad cliffhanger, and I'm upset about it. I saw part of it coming, but it was still really good, and now I need to know what happens. So I am so ready for this book. And the last one that I have on this list of sequels that I need to get through is Dance of a Burning Sea by E.J. Mello. I read the first book, The Song of the Forever Rains, earlier this year, and I absolutely loved it. I devoured that book. This series follows three sisters who are, in essence, sirens. The first book followed the youngest sister whose voice could do whatever she desired it to. This follows the middle sister who is a dancer, and the third book, which comes out in February, follows the oldest sister who is a violinist. So I am very intrigued. I really want to read this one so I can read the third one. It's longer, but I know that this one follows the middle sister and a pirate who there's so much sexual tension between them, even in the first book. Ugh, I'm so excited. So yes, we'll see what happens. The next pile I have is a combination of two things. The first two I'm going to talk about are two arcs that I actually got very recently. The first arc is Ring of Solomon by Aiden Polydoros. I talked about this one briefly on my other channel just because I happen to have it. I got it and I filmed that. This is for fans of The Secret Keepers and The Last Kids on Earth. If you're a fan of adventurous heroes and compelling friendships, want to see a big brother little sister duo save the world, want to learn how to hide a king of demons in your house, hint, they love pizza, are excited to see more queer Jewish representation in middle grade stories, and are ready to see ancient myths and menacing monsters come to life. I know that's what I know about this book. There isn't a summary in here, so that's why I'm not giving you a summary of this book. But basically, they're trying to stop the apocalypse, and I'm getting major Percy Jackson vibes from this cover. I don't know about you, but I just am. It just is the way it is. But I have heard nothing about it, obviously. It is an arc. It comes out on February 21st of next year, so here you go. I haven't been getting or requesting a lot of physical arcs lately just because I really just don't have room, unfortunately. And I haven't been reading them, which is the other downside. The other arc that I got is The Mimicking of Known Success by Malka Older. Okay, I'm just going to read the back because this is going to be a lot quicker. On a remote gas wreath outpost of a human colony on Jupiter, a man goes missing. The enigmatic investigator Mosa follows his trail to Valdigeld, home to the colony's erudite university. Wow. Erudite University. And Mosa's former girlfriend, a scholar of Earth's pre-collapse ecosystems. Pleety has dedicated her research and her career to aiding the larger effort toward a possible return to Earth. When Mosa unexpectedly arrives and requests Pleety's assistance in her latest investigation, the two of them embark on a twisting path in which the future of life on Earth is at stake, and perhaps their futures together. It's a short book, very short, sounds very cute. It comes out in March of 2023. I don't have an actual date. It just says March 2023. It's 176 pages, and I love this cover. Like, this cover is adorable and really sweet, and I need more short sci-fi books in my life. I really do. Alright, the next pile of books I have, continuing this pile of books, I suppose, I have a standalone and then two first in the series. These are kind of random right now. It's what I'm feeling at this moment that I want to read, so we're just going to start with it. First one is When in Rome by Sarah Adams. I just think this sounds absolutely adorable. It's about a princess of pop star who's kind of really exhausted from playing her part, and so she drives off in the middle of the night for a break in Rome, Kentucky, and ends up meeting this baker, and he's running a pie shop for his grandmother, and she breaks down in front of his house and ends up helping him, and it's just supposed to be absolutely adorable, and it sounds so cute, and I don't know why, I just want something very cute right now. The next book is one that actually Callie recommended to me, and that is Twisted Love by Anna Huang. I don't know what this book is about. I know it's alpha protective trope, and the touch her you die trope. That is what I know. And it's a 4-book series. Yeah, so I'm intrigued. Yes. And I think there's memory loss involved as well. But yeah. And the last book in this pile is A Promise of Fire by Amanda Boucher. This is the first book in her Kingmaker Chronicles that follows a woman who is hiding out in a circus when she is found by a captain of the guard or something of the sort, and he basically kidnaps her because she has the power to destroy the king. And yeah, I have the whole series now, except for the novella. Which is 3.5, I think, and I don't have that one, but that one can be found on her website, so I'm just gonna do that. But I've heard really good things, and I really want to read it, and we met her at a Polycon, she signed the book, and yes, I want to read. The last 2 books I'm going to talk about quickly are both anthologies, and I would like to read them. These are books that I do really want to read. This first one is Star Wars from a Certain Point of View, 40 stories celebrating 40 years of Star Wars. So each chapter in this book is written by a different author from the point of view of a minor character, which I'm just so excited. That just sounds like so much fun and so adorable, and yes, yes. You've probably heard me talk about this book before. I got so excited when I found it in paperback. And the next book that I really would like to at least start before the end of the year is Smartass, a sexy nerd rom-com anthology. This is the anthology that we got at a Polycon this year. I am so excited, and I got all of the signatures of all of the authors that were there. Not all of them were actually at a Polycon, so I couldn't get everybody's signature, but everybody who was there, I got their signatures, so I'm very excited about that. And yes, so alright, that's what I got! So these are the books that I would really like to read before the end of 2022. Not too bad. I mean, I've already read over 100 books this year, so I'm pretty proud of myself, not gonna lie. I don't think I'll be doing the TBR game for December either. I might do another video like this, depending on how many of these I get through. But that is what I got for you guys today. I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, now is the perfect time to give it a thumbs up and to hit that subscribe button down below. We post videos every Tuesday, Thursday, and the occasional Sunday. And if you want to be reminded when we post these videos, hit the little bell icon down below. And until next time, guys, stay safe, stay healthy, keep reading. Bye! Cat's pooping. Lana.